that you're part of an event that's happening 410 events in 70 countries around the world. We're in the 21st century, and it's the century of women. And it's a century that's also going to be good for our sons, our nephews, our brothers and our fathers. Because a world for women is also a good world for men.
The most exciting thing about the idea of women's stories becoming the story of the 21st century is we are so interesting. And we're so wonderful, we're so comic, we're so vigorous, we're so potent. There's so many things we are.
The facts are all put down in this book. Actually, this is the Equals book. I just want to share this with you, that after last year I went away and I thought we've got to have a bigger coalition than this. We're strong if we're united. So many of us are working in separate areas, but if we can come together as one unified voice. So there are over 26 women's organisations that have come together in this coalition today.
We are showing solidarity with courageous survivors of sexual violence across the world, and searching for ways to empower women fighting injustice and insecurity in some of the most difficult environments of Earth. And I want you to know that I am absolutely committed, as you are, to this campaign. And I am going to make sure that all the resources, the money and the influence of government that I can get are brought down on the side of women.
We have to educate our daughters. We have to change their destiny. We don't want to practice the way we practice our life. We're still the second-class citizen in our country. We want to have the equal rights. We want equality and justice in our country. I commit myself to be with all those women who needs me. We need solidarity and unity among women. We have to change. We have to change the laws. We have to change the budget. We have to change the policies. We have to include women in all decisions for their own country.
How can we as individuals make a difference? Through this instant communication world of ours, there's so much that we can do to show we care, to speak up against today and yesterday's violence, whether it happens in inner London or out in Mongolia. We live in a globalized world, and it matters wherever that violence against women is happening, wherever they are being silenced. What the suffragettes would not have given for the visibility of the powerful and wonderful women and men backing our cause today.
It is up to us to make a difference in the world. It is up to each one of you to determine that you will make a difference. I was born in Nicaragua, and my mother was discriminated because of her gender and because she had to work and because she was divorced. And for that reason I have dedicated my life to stand for the rights of women and children. And I come to you to say, let's be together, let's embark on a revolution and demand that all rights be respected. Thank you.
With these hundreds of events that are going on today, from Afghanistan to Rwanda, we can see that this really is now a struggle that crosses all countries and all cultures. And of course it is. Of course the women in Afghanistan want the same rights to go to school that we enjoy in the UK. Of course the women in the Congo want to live lives free from sexual violence, just as all women want. I'm proud to say that we are standing here today with women across the globe, and we are not going to stop fighting until we see true equality, not just for a few women, not just in one country, but for all women across the globe.
If you had a 6-year-old daughter, would you like to teach her that anything is within her reach? Or would you like to teach her that she has to be careful because the very fact that she was born a woman means that she's supposed to suffer through life? I think the first is what all women, all girls need to be taught. So here's to equality, here's to justice, and here's the next 100 years of keeping the fight until all women can share in the same dream that I had when I was 7 years old, to grow up and to make a change.
Our clubs work on projects to inspire action and transform the lives of women and girls across the world. Our advocacy seeks to influence opinion formers, change government policies, and influence legislation. The trafficking of women and girls has been very high on our agenda, something that we've been lobbying hard on. Our action is when we get our hands dirty, we run projects to improve the lives of women and girls all over the world, and in the UK too.
When one woman has the courage to raise her voice, and that's not always easy for us women, when one woman finds her voice and gets together with other women and men and children all over the world on hundreds of bridges, we create a power and a strength, a people power, that can shift all the obstacles that lie along the path on the way to fulfilling our vision of a better world for women.